We still know very little about the Q80 owners, the Al-Hasawi family. How much do you know about them? How much do you know about how much they want to put into this club, how long-term their plans are? Was that an important part of the discussions you had?
Well, I think it's a crucial part of the discussion for any football club. I think you need to know where you stand and what the parameters of what you're working with. So they've been as honest and as upfront as they can be. They want that. You don't buy a club of this status to settle for second best. So they're aware of the tradition and where they think Nottingham Forest should be as a football club, but they also have seen other wealthy owners come in and probably make mistakes, and they're very conscious of not doing the same things.
And I was looking at your squad as well. It's quite bare in certain areas. You've got 3 defenders, I think, on the squad, and the oldest of those is 22. Is your priority now quickly to get bodies in, and particularly defenders?
Yeah, I think it's you don't need to be a football manager to look at the squad and think you need 6 defenders pretty quickly. But the problem is whether you're a big club, small club, a club with money, a club with nothing. You've got to get the right players in, and that's what we don't want to do is rush in and just plug gaps and then find out 3 months later maybe it was the wrong decision. I think that's crucial to try and move the club forward. So it is important, and it's something that it's ongoing, and we're talking to an awful lot of people, and there's an awful lot of people in the club talking to other people, and but we're still we're close to 1 or 2 things. But whoever thinks getting a football player into a football club is easy, it's there's various stages you go through, and we're close to 1 or 2 things, but not over the line yet.
Because your appointment came comparatively late in the summer, how much more difficult has that made your job going into the new season?
Well, the attraction is I know the setup, I know the players because of my time here last season, so that's made it a little bit more difficult, less difficult. But we're fighting against time. The long close season will help us. The late start to the season will help us, but we're still probably when you're trying to put a back 4 together, in the sense you can put names on a team sheet, but then they've got to function together. So the practicalities of doing that once you actually get the players in, that's something that we're conscious of, and would be foolish if we think that could happen overnight. You'd like to think that the squad or the team, the people you bring in, will balance. But you never know. Certain people play better with certain other people, and that's just human nature. But we're trying. The criteria is to try and bring in first and foremost good characters. I mean, that's if we're looking around for players, then the thing that's going to tick the first box is what they like as a character. And if we can bring in good characters, then that'll make the job easier.
It might be too early. Is there a target you have in mind for the season? What are your priorities, and what do you think you can achieve this season?
Well, we play the Nike Academy on Thursday, so play well in that game. That's my. There's no point in me looking at. I'm a process man, not an outcome man. So everything I do with the players and everything I do, you'll always get to me. Well, if you want to play well, if you want to be successful, they're the same things. You have to put the processes in place, and so we'll concentrate on the processes rather than worry about outcomes.
There's a lot of talk as well about Forest appointing an iconic manager. Did that make the phone call to you even more of a surprise when it came, given the kind of big names, if you like, big personalities that were linked to the job?
Well, to be fair, I was surprised when Steve left. So, and I wasn't really, I'm not one for the media and one for the papers. So I didn't actually know that they were looking for an iconic name. So I got told that afterwards. So, and then I thought to myself, well, all the iconic people I know are dead. So I'm thinking, now that would be a coup, wouldn't it? Nottingham Forest appoint a dead manager. So no, it doesn't worry me. I can't do anything about it. So it's just something that doesn't really concern me, if I'm honest.
Sean, can I throw a couple of specific names at you in terms of players that we've been told are targets? We've been told that Danny Collins is due to hold talks imminently.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true, is it?
Yeah.
He's come back. What stage are we at with that?
Well, we're talking.
Have you had a chance to meet him yet?
No. Well, we're talking to lots of players. You know, this is an attractive club for people to come to, and like I said, Danny Collins has got a good reputation in the game, and you know, I think he's talking to one or two other clubs as well. So, you know, we're just throwing our hat in the ring and see what we get out.
A name very close to Nottingham Forest fans, Jermaine Genius, who's had a difficult time at Spurs. Would you be interested in him?
Again, if good players become available, you know, the same old bland answer that you get from most football managers. You know, we've had no contact with Jermaine, so again, that's something. At the minute, it's just speculation.
In terms of where you go from here, the one thing that Forest fans would like to see, I think, is stability. It's been a very difficult time for them. Can you and the Al-Hasawi family between you offer that, do you think? Could this be something for the long term?
I think the average tenure of a Championship manager is probably 12 months, so probably you're saying no. Stability in football clubs is a dream rather than a reality. Like I said before, hopefully you can put in processes that stand the club in good stead for the long future. You know, that you keep, you know, whoever comes in the job, you know, you set things in place that are good for a football club, and this specifically Nottingham Forest Football Club. So you get judged on results, and you can't change that. But you know, when you're trying to get good results, it always comes down to the little things. You know, you've got to play well to play well. You've got to train well to train well. You know, it'll always come down to, you know, doing the things day in and day out. And if you can do that, then hopefully you'll get the results that you want, and you'll get the stability that you want.